You are now tuned into 2111 Radio Show, hosted by our program director, Derrick Scott.
Roll it up, light it up, hands up, yeah, nigga, what's up?
Bottles and bitches, believe we back in business. The shit I be smoking is highly recommended. This fuck, all of my niggas pushing the limit. Mile high, got me over here being in the flight attendant.
Yeah, I've been around the world and and seen a motherfucking thing that I can't buy. See, reaching these type of heights that come with a third eye. I'm better at betting on me, the numbers don't lie.
That's how we rollin', nigga. You know them gold diggers. Want to pick of the litter, burying them hidden figures. I keep them triple hitters, call them silverback gorillas. Going ape shit, and you know ain't nobody fucking with us.
Time, nigga, yeah, this is the big check.
Hey, yeah. Moonlight turned into a silhouette. Fucking like animals in my bed, calling my pillow pet. How the fuck I buy you all this shit, but you still upset? And I've been thinking about it, pondering, yeah, I still don't get. Plenty fish up in the sea, but catch you in my net. Why they keep on judging me like they drawing a sketch? Why they wanna go and flex, but the truth they gon' stretch? Man, they hide behind their Instagram, cause they life is a mess. Couple things up on my mind I would like to address. I hope the truth get uncovered like the bitches undressed. I know I done a pretty good job surviving your threats. Man, I'm standing tall and I be healthy, I'm live in the flesh. The white liars of this life, I'm conniving the best. I hit the weed a couple times, got me holding my chest. Anxiety has got me tripping, not knowing what's next. Man, I'm flowing cold up on this track like the Polar Express. Yeah, I'm out the ground and you can see me sprout. I'm smoking on the loud like someone turn the TV down. I'm about to levitate, watch me go and leave the ground. Haters see it with their own two eyes, but still they leaving doubt. I've been living all the shit you probably dream about. Let's take it back to high school days when they would beat me down. Reunion coming up, can't wait for y'all to see me now. A weird kid, but I ones always really seem to even out. Smoking meeting, you gon' need a towel. I'm the man in the minute second.
Welcome everybody to the 2111 Radio Show. I'm your host, Derrick Scott, and I have young Benny in the building. What up, bro?
What's good, man? How you doing? Thanks for having me.
Listen. I've been doing my research, and that was one of my favorites right there. That was
Nice.
one of my favorites. That was tight.
Yeah.
So let everybody know where you actually originally from.
I'm from Caldwell, New Jersey. Essex County, born and raised. At the 973. So, North Jersey.
No doubt.
Definitely a lot of if you know anything about North Jersey, it's a very like tough, fast environment. So
Listen, I'm from Brooklyn, so we know about Essex. It's definitely got to be. You have to have thick skin.
you do big time thick skin.
So
Lot
how
going on.
so how was it growing up? Was you in any trouble, or did you have a lot of problems growing up in Essex?
No, I never really had much trouble. I was like kind of always just like stayed to myself and stuff. I was into a lot of I was into sports very young, like organized sports and stuff, and then I got into aggressive inline skating, which was like, if you ever seen like Rocket Power, that type of deal.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then I transitioned back to sports and then went to music. So all everything kind of all intertwines. There's certain points in time where I was doing sports and music and doing all these things together at the same time. But I definitely had just like I was always to myself, kind of in a sense.
I get it. I definitely get it. So now you actually went to college.
I did. Yep.
So that's dope. First of all, congratulations, because again, this generation, a lot of kids ain't going to college. A lot of them is not even graduating from high school, let alone going to college. So you actually played football. Now
Yeah.
I heard you was pretty good.
Yeah, I was nice, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I said, like I got into sports very young, but I didn't stick with it for a long time. The aggressive rollerblading had taken over for me, and I was just like gun ho on being like the the next big thing for rollerblading and stuff. And you know, my mom throughout high school would always tell me you should go play, you know, go play football, go play basketball, and I always said no. And then when I graduated high school, I was like, damn, I really want to play football. And yeah, I really want to play football. And that's basically, you know, I ended up walking on at Kane. You know, I didn't really have I had to go to community college for like, I think like 3 years or something, 4 years
Okay.
maybe. I
Okay.
was a horrible student, so I had to like really focus my way to get to a university and transfer.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I feel you. So now football. So basically, I could basically see that you're very physical.
Yeah.
You're a very physical kid. That's why maybe your mom said, "Yo, I think you need to go play football."
I wasn't so much so like, you know, physicality for sure, but at the same time, like I was definitely fast. You know what I'm saying? Like I was fast and I could jump high and catch.
Oh,
So, you know, it's like I I trained myself all to get to that spot. So, you know, because I didn't have any high school experience, so I had to like learn to do it myself for the most
yeah,
part.
yeah.
Yeah.
Check. You didn't play high school football. You just went and walked on.
Yep. Yeah.
Ooh, that's tough. That's tough.
Mhm.
And you made it as everybody's seen that. Like that's crazy. Wide receiver, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Yep.
They that's wide receiver. Damn.
Yeah.
That was, yeah, I think the Giants would have picked you up because they need some help. They definitely need
I
some
had to work. I ended up having to work out with the Giants, and I forget what year it was, but I ended up having a workout with them for their local day.
Wow, check you out.
And
Damn.
the Jets, yeah, and the Jets.
And the Jets. I would get if I had a boo sign on here, I would boo that. But I like the Giants don't think I'm getting I can't stand the Jets. Anyway, we're gonna get back to it.
I can't either. I hate the Jets. They're terrible.
Horrible. But congratulations on getting that workout because a lot of kids don't even get that. Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm saying so now. Football, hip hop. How the hell did that happen?
Like I said, man, it's all always been like intertwined. So like, you know, while I was, you know, I've had like, you know, pockets of like music when I was younger where I was like, you know, I think I said my first rap in the third grade, which I'm probably not going to repeat on here. So, you know, like definitely just had like certain things where, um, yeah, just there were certain pockets of music and hip hop, and then intertwining with me skating, and then playing football and doing hip hop. I'd rap in the locker room. I'd rap at team meetings and stuff. So, you know, I figured it was just like time that I try it for real. And you know, it's been an up and down ride, but you know, it's definitely been fun.
Yeah, let me tell you something. I did some digging again. This is another dig. You ready? So, if I'm not mistaken, the first song you ever recorded was called Coachella.
Yeah, damn.
Right? And I think that was Gucci's beat. I think you just flipped it.
I did.
Right?
Oh no, actually, it was just straight up off of like the beat. Yeah, it was just the Coachella beat. Yeah.
See, kill it. I heard you killed it.
Yeah.
I heard you killed it. So, like I said, I do a lot of research. So,
Damn,
coming from that, how did you get from that to open up for guys like Cameron?
Yeah. Just staying persistent, man. Honestly, like you know, persistent, and then putting myself in the right room with the right people. Honestly, it's that's really what this industry is about. You know, just getting in the right room and the right having the right people around you, and you know, just taking advantage of an opportunity. So I mean, that Coachella, like I was just listening to Coachella, like I don't even have the file anymore, but I just heard it on my Snapchat the other day, and I was like, damn, I wish I kind of released that because it would have like gauged how much better I've gotten from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Because like there was a point in time where I was recording a lot of music, like in early 2019, and it was all like just party rap type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It was like free. I would go into the studio and we'd rip down like a beat from like, you know, 21 Savage or Gucci, and just doing all these like different remixes, which I think was a good start for me. And then yeah, like I didn't post any of that stuff. I think I posted like a Benny Hanna, you remember, or sorry, Tatiana freestyle from Blueface or whatever, and
wow,
people like that, and I was like, I can't believe they even like that, but it's like
it's strange. It's strange. The songs that the artists don't like, I think people start to like for some strange reason. That happens to a lot of artists.
It's so true, man. Like, you know, you even playing Valentine's Day freestyle. Like I
See?
personally like that song. That video to me is like, like whatever. I think I was just talking to my boy about re-recording that because redoing the video because I feel like again that was like my second music video I've ever done. So it was
Wow.
like I think that now like you kind of get like a gist of how like you want things to work, and I
Yeah.
feel like everyone in 2020 was starting like out like figuring out like this whole digital world, and now there's so much to like go really dive in with like videography and certain angles and stuff. So I was thinking, I'm like, man, this beat's like kind of like the
Yeah.
song is just like eerie, you know what I'm saying? So I could picture like
It
so many
is.
different things happening.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, exactly. That's why I picked it. That's why I picked it. It was dope. I'm sitting there,
Yeah,
you got bars.
yeah, I
Wait,
appreciate that.
wait a minute. Hold on. This kid got some bars. I'm sitting there going, whoa. I mean, and it starts off with one. That's the crazy part. Like, wait a minute. Early. So where did you get that cadence from? That's natural or just
Yeah, man. That to me, like I've listened to a lot of music. Like I'm a big hip hop fan. Cameron was always a big influence for me. For some reason, like I don't know what it was, man, but like when I was in, growing up, just like Cameron just sounded so dope to me, bro. And like I feel like I go back and I listen to his lyrics now and I'm like, damn, what the hell was this guy saying? But like, like
yo, listen,
I think his charisma on the track and like his
that's all it is.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like his confidence, his charisma, his personality, the way he said things was just always like, I like that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's that Harlem swag. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, Harlem swag, man. Listen, I'm from Brooklyn. We don't like cats from Harlem. I'm sorry.
Right.
But to give him his credit, yo, Cameron was one of the dopest lyricists back then. So
Yeah.
this is definitely somebody that you looked up to, I guess. What about Lil Wayne? Do you like Lil Wayne?
Love Wayne. Big Wayne fan. I think that's where I kind of like learned how to like really take advantage of like punchlines and stuff. Cause Wayne will go on like a tangent of like 85 bars, 86 bars in a row of just like
Mm,
one after the other,
yeah,
So I feel like that's where I kind of like learned like, all right, you got Cameron for the personality. Wayne has that too, but like Wayne is more of a bar guy in my opinion. And then
yeah, yes,
I grew up liking Jay-Z too, and you know,
yeah,
definitely some Mac Miller for something for some stuff like
exactly.
that.
So when I first heard you, I heard this one song. I took it back. I like taking stuff back and see where you came from.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, it's called "Catch Me Slipping."
Yeah.
Yo, now all just aside, I don't know what you heard, but this is who I heard on that, and that's real.
Oh
This
yeah.
this is who I heard on that track, particular. When I
Yeah.
heard that was him, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
The flow is really like a crossover for what you're doing.
It's crazy. Like, so Jack is a big influence for me now.
Yeah.
I definitely like, I feel like for me, Jack Harlow is someone that I always wanted to be. So, like,
Check that out.
you know what I'm
Damn.
saying? Like, it's like, I think I always like, I was a little bit shy coming up, and like, I think I use that to my advantage now. Like, I have a mystique to me with people tell me I do at least, but like, I feel like, growing up and being in school, like Harlow was like, and I didn't know Harlow I didn't even know of him. I found him in like 2019.
Okay.
I had recorded Catch Me Slipping in 2020, so that he wasn't even an influence for that, which is crazy. But
Hmm.
he was just like someone that I was like, damn, like I wish like if I was more charismatic like he was in high school, who knows where I would have been now as far as this whole thing. But
Listen, exactly.
yeah,
But
but
you definitely have something. You have something.
yeah, Catch Me Slipping is a good song, man. I'm glad you got to hear that one.
That's how I actually got the video. I'm gonna play that. I have
Yeah,
videos.
hell yeah.
Oh, we got videos here today. We about to play it right now. So this man got videos. So we're gonna check. I need to, tune into him on YouTube. Subscribe to him because he's bringing some heat. I ain't go front. So Catch Me Slipping. I'm about to play that video, and then we're gonna talk about the whole video because I like it. I really like this video. So check him out.
Listen, you thought you were gonna catch me slipping. You thought I wasn't paying attention because this weed and liquor it was hitting. So last night you tried to go and tell me something different from what you told me when we were beginning. We had our dreams, our goals, we had our mission, and we were loving our life we were living. close and it makes me miss it. Yeah. Girl, I wanna know what's your decision. This isn't what I pictured when I saw you in my vision. Your friends don't like me, they keep dissing. Snakes in the grass, they keep hissing. They want me gone, girl, they want me finished. And why do you keep talking about our business? Listen, you thought you were gonna catch me slipping. You thought I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. Bro, talk to me about this song because I'm sitting there going, wait a minute, well, I never heard this song and why is that in rotation? So I don't know if you know, I don't know if your people told you, but we have a radio station
Yeah.
here as well. So I added that day before yesterday and you're getting a lot of good reviews. Now, how old is this song?
That song was released in October of 2021.
Do you understand? I'm trying to tell you, brother.
Dude,
That
so here's the thing, right? So that's my biggest fault. I feel like for me as an artist, I need to really right now get used to the way things are, streaming wise and internet wise, because that's off a project like an album, and I like albums. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I like making albums. If you know you went through my discography, of, I don't know how far you got through it. Sounds like you
a
got pretty far,
lot.
or you started from the beginning, but it's I don't have a lot of these songs like got the attention they needed because it's trapped on an album somewhere. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And it's like, I did shoot the video for it, but then that was going on 4 years now. So it's like, I was just starting out at
yeah,
that point. So it's like,
totally.
it only got like 1,000 views on YouTube, or so just about, and it's like it's hard, man. I've been talking to my team a lot lately, and it's like, I'm everyone sees it, and I think that we just either need to like re-release some of this stuff or just start pumping money into it again,
Yeah,
because or for the first time. I have never even pumped
that's-
money into anything really. So
let me tell you, let me explain why. Because again, as an artist, you guys sometimes so creative and you making so much other music. And how, if I'm not mistaken, what you are, you're a perfectionist.
mm,
You like to perfect this craft first, I think. Then you feel the songs is gonna come later. And right now, I think you're in between mastering your craft and creating. That song right there is a hit. I'm gonna
thank
tell
you.
you that right now. That when you hear a good song, you get those goosebumps.
Yeah,
It's a dope song, and it's a different between the rest of the music that you make. So salute to you in making that song. That's hot. And I heard that day before yesterday, and I added it to 2111 Radio. So
I
that's definitely
appreciate that, man. That makes me really like makes me really happy for you to say that, man, because I know that that's a good song. And like, shout out to my cousin, that's his favorite song for me. And
sweet.
when I released that, man, like, I know people definitely tuned into it, but I know I had never capitalized on anything like that because I've never done a run with one thing, because you're right, man. Like, I'm this perfectionist that is
Mhm.
like, when I'm leaving the studio session, I'm already making the next song to go
Next
back to the
song.
studio.
Of course, because it's that creativity, is all that stuff bottled up, and now you get the chance to bring it all out. And
Yes.
there's so much stuff that's on that you got so much music. I even check your SoundCloud, mad music,
Yeah, and
mad,
that stuff's not even on like streaming services.
and they don't exactly. So you got a lot of material. So now,
Shout out to you, man, for doing your homework, man. Because a lot of people on these on shows, like, they don't do that. I'm telling you, I
oh, yeah,
appreciate that, man.
oh, yeah, definitely,
You got
definitely.
a lot of respect in my book, man, for doing that. I appreciate you.
Let me give us a round of applause. Well, I also know you have an older brother.
Yep.
It's inspiring you right now. And if I'm not mistaken, he has autism.
Yes. Yeah.
Talk to me about your brother, man.
Great guy, man. I think that he'd probably be some sort of political figure if he didn't have his condition. Like,
Wow.
he's more of like a social butterfly than I'll probably ever be. But it's crazy to see,
Yeah,
man. Like, like
yeah.
he walks up to anybody, he'll talk to anybody, which is sometimes a good and bad thing. But you go to the right person, he could strike conversation with anything that's current in the world right now. Whether it's what I mean by that is like, he doesn't have a filter sometimes, so he might go start talking politics with people, and it's just like, yo, wait, no, that's not the way we're not going there right now. But like, anything else, like he could do, he could talk about anything to anybody, and he's a really sweet guy, man, and I feel for him, and it's a big reason of why I do what I do in any facet of like trying to become something where I could, I don't know. It's like I've seen the way it is. I want to be like able to like take care of all that. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Again, it's only right. You're the younger brother. He's inspired you so much that you kind of change your career because of this situation. And a lot of your songs is personal as well. You got a lot of content that reaches out to people. That's crazy because at a young age, you're young in this industry. You haven't been doing it for 30-something years. You got cats that's been doing it since they were little. But with you, what you're doing, you switch this whole narrative where a lot of people get your songs, like they can resonate to them, and that's good because once they start resonating, then you're gonna have those shows where they're gonna recognize and love you to a point where you ain't gonna be able to walk out of that shit without some security. So you, man, because
it's crazy, man. I feel like the music that you've been playing, like the stuff from 2020, 2021, 2019, even. It's like I feel like there was a point where I was just being like, I didn't have much influence of the current industry. So it's like I was doing like, you get to a certain point, and I've heard this from many other artists that when they first start out, and this is everything. Like I feel like everyone's first album is always the best, right? Like their first album, because it's like it's unfiltered, it's them to a T. They are doing what they feel is right for them. Now, fast forward 5 years later, for me, it's like, all right. You got TikTok now, you got these trends, you got all this stuff going on, and it's like certain sounds of like these new synths that are happening behind the bass lines that are crazy and stuff, and it's like, all right, well, let me try this a couple times, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I've always stuck true to myself, but I've definitely kind of gone towards a little bit of some of that just to see where it goes for me, to maybe try and spark something. But at the same time, it's like I listen to songs like Catch Me Slippin', and Dreams, especially, where the lyrics are so potent that it's like when they hear something that's a little bit less dumbed down, they're like, wait a minute, what are you doing here? You know what I'm saying?
You gotta catch people off guard as well. Because the one thing you don't want to do is stay in the box.
No.
You want to be outside the box.
Yep.
And I think you're outside the box. You don't sound like nobody. Except for that one song, like I said, you sound like my man Jack. I ain't gonna lie.
I want to listen, man. I want to do a song with Jack. I feel like me and him we'd be a good match together.
Oh, okay, all right. So that turns me back to this next video. It's kind of crazy that we was talking because I feel you are a well-rounded artist, and you got a song called "Well-Rounded." So, and the funny part is when y'all see this video, it's not a video, but it has this cover on it that actually explains what well-rounded mean. Right? It's kind of crazy. So we're gonna get to this video and we're gonna talk about well-rounded. All right. So check them out. Well-rounded.
Said I'm well-rounded. Price going up and now we still counting. Try to knock me off the throne, that's the real challenge. Riding high, 55-inch wheels mounted. How you feel about it? Well, I'm well-rounded. Pulling up on anyone still doubting. It's a knockout here when the bell sounding. Climbing up the totem pole while you fell down it. Fuck how you feel about it when I take a chance, roll the dice. Cross Benny, they get deadly. Cobra bite, hey. Backstabbing lanes, man, they hold a knife. Well, people change, can't complain, cause I know that's life. She riding like a motorbike. The girl rock with my music, she know it's tight. I got a show coming up, and she got a ticket. Like she left the car in the street overnight. Jersey boy huffing bluegrass. Cool ass, someone playing smooth jazz. Rolling through the city, and I'm moving too fast. No seatbelt, I'ma die if I do crash. And you rappers who I blew past, New Jersey, mine need a new task. I'm first, don't care what you do last. I'm hustling, coming home with a few rags. Price going up and now we still counting. Try to knock me off the throne, it's the real challenge.
All right, I see you. Well-rounded, yo. Talk to me about well-rounded.
Yeah, just came out of nowhere. I think, man. I feel like I was just I've had that verse, like both verses. I'd say the first verse I've had in my head for a while, and I was looking for like the right beat for it, and then the chorus just kind of came. Like I don't know. I think it's weird, man. Like I feel like I don't. Did you ever make music at one point?
As producer.
Producer, right? So I'm sure you know that. Like if you hear a beat, sometimes it talks to you. It sounds crazy, but like sometimes it literally like the first word you can get was like, or the first phrase was like well-rounded to me. Like when I started hearing this one beat, so I was like, what the fuck? Like just went for it,
That happens a lot. It happens a lot, and I'm glad that you went with it. I like the hook. I love the hook. And well-rounded, the first thing that came out actually fitted. It literally fits the beat. So you're 100% right. Whoever did this, it was custom made for those lyrics.
Yeah.
Definitely custom made. So I'm gonna ask you a question. You freestyle a lot, or do you go off the head?
I can't write, man, because I feel like I've always just gotten stuck on the page. Like if you even like take it back to like like SAT type thing, like I can't write shit like that. So I feel like I don't know. I just get the inspiration. I let it hit me. I kind of like know where I want to go. Like the beat, I feel like I'm very emotional with that. So I'm emotionally connected to things like that. So if I hear a certain chord, that might spark a whole memory for me. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So yeah.
Shoot, that's what's up. I like that.
Yeah.
You need to take your butt over there to DJ Epps. That's one of my affiliates, one of my guys. He has this show on Instagram, and I'm letting you know that he's the type of person that drops a record to the industry and they gold. So I'm gonna definitely give you his information.
I would love that, man. Thank you.
Somebody I think you need to connect with. But
but no, that's how I go, man. Like sometimes it's just like I let the beat pull the words out of me, and that's like something where it's like the certain chords or the certain way of like the BPM may be going, the shaker, very nostalgic. I feel like I can get into very nostalgic vibes very quickly for myself for some reason.
So now I'm gonna ask you this question: has there been any challenges as far as in being in hip hop and trying to get your music to a point where the masses can get to hear you?
Yeah, man, big time, man. It's I walk into a lot of places, man, and like the first thing that people do is usually they write me off. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
of course, it's fucked up because we need to get used to it.
Right.
Damn it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm acting like he's a motherfucking unicorn. He's not. The grown ass man. But that's just how it is sometimes. You walk in someplace and everybody's looking like, yeah, all right.
So I did this freestyle competition back in April, and I walk in there and like apparently like I didn't know this at the time, but like it was being judged. Obviously, it was a competition, so like the judges apparently were making fun of me. Bro, I ended up winning.
I bet you did.
Yeah, I ended up winning like by a long shot. I did it like in one take. I did my segment in one take. I said let's just do it again just for good measure, but then like I was good with the one take, and then because it was like a whole production thing. It was kind of like 4 artists as a competition, and they they pan over to like whoever's next, and I just did it in one take, but everyone else took like 30 takes, bro, and like
wow.
one guy threw a fit at the end, like he was like, bro, and I ended up winning, and people weren't too happy about it, but the judges even came up to me. They're like, yo, we're sorry, like we were actually making fun of you.
There it is, making fun of the champ. Exactly. That's the shit I'm talking about. You look like the type that like to prove people wrong too.
Well, the thing is, now I am. Now 1,000% I am, because the problem is, man, like I came into this and like you should have seen me at first, man. I was hitting people up. I'm like, yo, we should work. Let's do this. Let's do that. And then I just see the culture of how this whole industry is, and it's like everyone's standoffish. They don't want to talk to you if you don't have a certain amount of numbers or whatever. And it's like, all right, I get that. All right, you think I'm not there yet? Okay, but what happens when I am there? What happens when you hear my records and then you do like them? And I've done countless records with people that are good songs for instance, one of the songs got like, I don't even know, man. Like we were both starting out, and it got 2,000 views on YouTube in the first day.
Oh wow.
Dope video, dope visual, dope song, whatever. And the kid took it down, bro. Like, you know,
Take it
just took
down.
it down and never even gave me an explanation. And that's when I started realizing, I'm like, all right, either he thinks that I outdid him on this, or
You did.
people are more gravitating to my verse.
Yeah, they
Or
was. They was.
right.
Trust me, bro. It gets like that. A lot of artists, I'm gonna tell you that. I tell them a lot of them is very self-conscious. They're not confident enough to go with a dude that might just be better. You understand? And it's okay because everybody has that one person or artist that you could get on a song and they could just have you at that point. You understand? And you most likely, his people was like, yo, I don't know why you got that motherfucker up there, but he kind of doing you dirty.
Right.
That's just how it is in hip hop. But you're supposed to do that.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, you know, I've done that a couple times, man, and I just started like kind of like stop doing that stuff because it's like, one, either you took a song down that I spent time on it. I did the feature for free, you know, and it's like I spent time on it. I took off from work one day to do the video, like all this crazy stuff, man, just for it to get taken down, but people were vibing with it.
Hell
And
yeah.
I did another feature that, like, you know, also just like people, like, you know, I feel like people just want to do things to do things. So like doing features now is like, all right, like, are you gonna have a budget behind this, or what are we doing with this? Because I'm not just going to the studio for
Nope.
$200 to record this.
Nah. You know, my thing with you is the next time you do any features, it's most likely not about the pay, it's about not about the upfront money, but it's more about the back end as far as in, you know, publishing. See, once a song is published, it doesn't matter. Now he's losing money along with you.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
But let me tell you another thing too, though, is like, you know, when people see me, right, like, you know, I've stayed pretty much organic the whole time. I've never paid for plays or done like, you know, bought followers or anything like that. So people see my numbers of like 5,100 followers on Instagram, and they're like, bro, like, why are you charging for a feature? And it's like, well, you're gonna get a quality verse, and then you're also understanding that like I have to go record this. Like, you know, I'm not.
Yeah, it ain't like
I'm
you paying
spending. Yeah, I'm spending money on this. So it's like there's certain songs where, technically speaking, I have just as much right to it as they do.
Yes, you do. Exactly. Everything you tell you. Any song that you perform on or you've written, you have 50-50 rights to it.
Yeah.
You understand? So if that song all of a sudden come out and it's a hit, you get paid. You definitely gonna get paid for that. You know, so always make sure your paperwork is correct before you even do a verse for anybody.
I'm telling you, man, it's so tough with the paperwork here at this level, because it's like, you know, they see you and they're like, well, what paperwork, what splits do we need to do? And it's like, you don't know in this day and age where it's like you post that thing and it goes viral the next day.
That's why you always do a 50-50. Do a 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Because you're spending your money. You're spending your money to go to the studio. You're spending your money, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's a 50-50 thing. And only writers and producers get money. No one else. No one else. It's a 50-50 split between both of you. Because again, that's why I tell a lot of these young guys that don't know, what's the split sheet? What are you talking about? Come on, what are you doing in this business? You don't know what that is. You're supposed to take care of that when you're at the studio.
Well, trust me, man. The crazy thing is too is like I've learned so much in like the last like year about the business side of this stuff, because that's what I'm starting to focus on a little bit more, where it's like, this is a legitimate business. So you know, you walk into a record label, which I just did. I walked into Republic on last Thursday, and they're talking like, you know, it's crazy what they say, man. Like, I respect these people. Like, there's nothing that I have a problem with, but like, just how record labels even work this day and age. They want you basically to be at a certain level, and then they sign you, and then it's like, well, wait a minute, if I've gotten this far without you, what do I need you for anymore? Because my thing is like, why would they not want to take someone like me with the potential, with the songs I have out now, the way I perform, the way I do all these things, build me up, and that would be their own thing that they could even have leverage later on.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let me tell you. You know, only if a bag is big enough to take, you take the bag.
Yeah.
If it's just somebody trying to sign you, talking about, oh, you need more followers. This is what marketing is. Back when I was doing music, they had a development department. We still get a contract, and they put a couple songs on to see how the people, what they think. They put the marketing and everything behind you, and you split 50-50. That's how it used to be back in the days. Now they want you to be a star, and then all of a sudden, here's some money. Nah, I'm not doing that unless the bag is huge, and it has to be huge.
You have to buy me out at that point.
Thank you. That's what I'm
If
talking
I'm
about.
if I'm literally if I'm popping on my own and I'm bringing in X amount of dollars per month,
It
you have to
is.
buy. You have to look at my projection of where I'm going and then buy me out of it.
Yeah, it is.
Because why? What am I doing here?
Did all the work. What the hell? The niggas coming in. No. You're 100% right. You're 100% right. And I'm glad you brought that situation up because there's a lot of young artists that's going through a lot, just like you.
Well, yeah, but that's also how they get them too. Is like, all right, like, hey, like TikTok, in my opinion, ruined this whole thing because one, like, all right, like I'm gonna say I'm never gonna say anything about anyone's craft. Like the songs are what they are. They're good songs. They have catchy hooks, whatever they are. To me, I don't listen to that stuff. I'm more of like the hip hop realm. And my favorite artist right now is Nipsey. So I know that's not quote unquote TikTok music
Nope.
for the most part. But these they saw that how lucrative that these kids were getting on TikTok, and these artists were getting on TikTok, and damn, this person has 500 million views or whatever, and it's like, let's sign him real quick, sign her real quick. They're signing them off of one song, off of one hook, or maybe 15 seconds of a line, and it's like,
yes.
So you're gonna take that chance over someone that's seasoned for 6 years?
Yeah, they do that. They do that
Crazy.
because at the end of the day, what's happening now in the industry is what's hot now. They don't care about what's happening later. They're gonna want what they want. They're gonna make as much as money as they want, as long as they can, and then once they made enough and the songs ain't what they supposed to be, I got you for life because you just signed this contract. Unless you come up with something hotter than what you had, I got you. You can't go nowhere.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, and that's where you don't want to be. So, my advice to you is to stay independent. Save your chips, get everything into marketing.
Yeah.
Because this is what it's about. It's about marketing. And you got the music. You got the music. If you get your marketing team straight, then trust me, you're gonna blow the hell up, and then they're gonna be they can be begging you to sign.
Yeah. No, and it's nothing against them. Like they're very nice people and stuff. And like this isn't like they weren't interested in me. They were just telling me how it went for the most part. Like they're who knows if they were or not, but they were telling me how it works. And it's like I see it now. That's every label across the board. I'm sure it's just like unless it's like a smaller developmental label. I feel like 300 Entertainment will probably still sign artists like me, like off of the ground level.
Yeah.
To see what they want to do with it. But. Like indie labels will do it too. I was reaching out to I gotta talk to a couple people about this, but I was reaching out to Red Bull Records for a while.
I've heard of them.
Yeah, they have a record label now that they have a pretty good strong roster actually. But I was thinking like, my music is it's used in a lot of sports settings. So it's like, that to me is like a no-brainer for them. And I'm an athletic guy and I've done athletic things, so it's like,
Definitely. Listen, let me tell you something. I can hear that Catch Me Slipping. That's a crossover, bro. Bro, that's a crossover.
You can hear that. You can hear that song like some guy jumping out of the balloon from outer space to catch me slipping.
Catch Me Slipping, bro. I'm telling you, that's one of those songs. And when I heard it, I was like, damn. And it's so many years ago. Like, wait a minute. So that just means you're on the right track. You just got to keep going and get the marketing.
Yeah, no, for sure. And if a label comes around and because I am developing a relationship with Republic right now. I have a publicist and we've been going around to them quite a couple times now, and they're great people over there. I would love to be a part of that. What's that?
You talking about your publicist Amber? I think her name is
Amber. Yeah.
Yeah, she's dope.
Yeah, she's cool. She's definitely trying to. We had a good conversation. She wants to help me out a good amount. So, she's cool with She wants to bring me to Republic. She wants to try and get me signed to these deals and stuff. And I feel like, I would love that. I really truly would. And it's just like, if I got to do my end to get to that, that's where like, the artistry for me and the business side comes in, where it's
Yeah.
like, all right, I've had a conversation now. If it's they want you at a certain level before they sign you, then it's like, all right, well, if I'm making money off this and I'm making a good amount, like I just said before, what do I need it for? And there's yeah, so
Exactly. You're
unless like you said, the bag is right,
the bag got to be right. I mean, real good. Like, sheesh, something you just ain't gonna be able to turn down. You know what? All right, come on, let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah,
let's set you for life. And all I know is you love your family, bro. You're a good brother. And it's like a bigger bag or something that's incredibly undeniably big for you to say, okay, come on, let's go. Because basically you're just selling yourself to a label. And it's according to how much money you get before the song starts out.
Well, unless it was right now and they were like, yo, we'll take you now, then I'm definitely going, because I'm at a level now where it's like, I need that shit.
It's temptation, man. I'm telling you, but you be all right. You definitely be all right. So now on this song, this is another one that's hot. Talk to me about your partner. I think it's somebody else on this song with you, correct?
Yeah, Cash. So Cash is dope, man. He's been an artist that's like, he's going as hard as I am, but for maybe even longer. And he's got some good music, man. And we the collabs that I have always just come out of nowhere. Like, I think I was working at a gym and my boy was like, oh, my boy does music too. And I was like, oh, word. And he connected us together, and Cash was coming to I invited him to the studio one night. I was like, yo, just come by. And we had the beat playing, and I was like, yo, do you want to hop on this? And he was like, yeah, sure. And then he told me later, after the song was done and it was getting a good response, he's like, bro, I didn't even like this beat at first, but then, I saw the vision. But on this is definitely a super smacker in my opinion.
Yeah, I like this video. This is hot. So this is on this by Young Benny. Check this out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Look, I get hype on this. Fresh white kicks, boy, I like my crisp. Dress real nice, got the ice on wrist. Now I shine real bright like the Whitestone Bridge. At night, I got hype on this. Fresh white kicks, boy, I like my crisp. Dress real nice, got the ice on wrist. Now I shine real bright like the Whitestone. Yeah, shawty, she a uptown chick. Something I could roll through and buzz down quick. Cruise through the crib, pick her up round 6. She said, Benny, you a king, boy, the crown must fit. Nah, girl, you know I'm a misfit. Evidence in her hand, but I still never admit. One lie, two lies, doesn't matter what I did. Cause shawty got my back and she love me from the rip. And she ain't changing the team. Told y'all to pick a side, but you stayed in between. Now you try and go and catch me when I'm fleeing the scene. But I move faster than the bullet, call me Stephen McQueen. The boy gone. I get hype on this. Fresh white kicks, boy, I like my crisp. Dress real nice, got the ice on wrist. Now I shine real bright like the Whitestone Bridge. At night, I got hype on this. Fresh white kicks, boy, I like my crisp. Dress real nice, got the ice on wrist. Now I shine real bright like the Whitestone. I step on the liquor, my ex bitches is bitter. I'm the pick of the litter, I keep hold like John Ritter. My vision is bigger, my ex homies is sicker. I don't bitch no bigger, I keep that for the gold niggas. I know you see me, my shorty on road, nigga. When I ride by, they say, oh, that's the cold niggas. The way I'm shining like 98 hoes, nigga. Love to play with fire, and I love the way the stove flicker. Cooking up, always cooking up. He the one they counted out. Now these boys look at us, all muscle, and it's booted up. This armor rolling ties outside looking tough. I'm referring to the beat. Had this rap shit, had to learn it to the T. Now I'm on the boat with the boy Benny G. Take him to the
Yeah, that shit goes hard.
That's hard. That's hard, bro. And again, that sounds like a Jack song.
Yeah.
Jack Harlow, bro. I'm telling you. And it's not that you trying to, it just happens that way. It's like, it ain't like you trying to say, okay, this is gonna be Jack Harlow. I'm gonna do Jack Harlow today, and I'm gonna do Drake tomorrow, or I'm gonna do Beatings this other time. No, it doesn't work like that. People don't get it. You're not trying to sound like him, but I'm saying that it's another one of those crossover songs that could be big.
Yeah, we got to reshoot that video. That's the thing. Like that
What
video
was
goes
y'all
hard.
drinking on? What was that y'all was drinking on?
Shit, man, I don't even remember it. I don't even know, man. Like I have no idea. I couldn't even tell you, bro. That looked like it was like some like dishwasher liquid or something.
Yo, I'm sitting there going, yo, I'm trying to figure out what is that they drinking. Like,
It looked like the shit you make the bubbles with.
Yo, you ain't funny.
We may never know. I'll tell you that much. We may
You never know. So now you got all these. I think you just put a song out. Did you just do a video
today?
I think either today or yesterday or something like that.
Yeah, Thinking of You. Yeah, another older one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how.
Again, like, I'm starting to recycle these things. So
you have to, because the masses never think any of your songs is old because the masses haven't heard it yet.
No.
And that's when you get the masses to hear it, then okay, I could do the next and then the next, because your songs that's from back in the days are still relevant today. That's crazy.
I know. But going back to On This real quick, if we reshoot that with like the proper, because I had like 5 girls pulling up that day. They all canceled on me the day of, and
lying.
Dude, I swear to God,
that's man, the only thing that was missing.
That, yeah, I know that, and like I'm telling you, man, if we get to reshoot that somewhere in like I'm thinking like Miami, if I get some certain things connected here, man.
Listen,
hey, you can come if you want.
I'm in Orlando. You come on out here and see what happens. What?
You're in Orlando?
Yeah, we're in Orlando.
Oh, shit.
Florida. So when you said Miami, that's like 2.5 hours away.
Dude, I'm texting you, man. I would love to have you if you're down.
Hell yeah, definitely come through. But you, like I said, I like the intelligence of you. If you know what I'm talking about, you're not just that regular artist that's up here, showboating and you talking. The stuff that you're telling me is real, and your struggle is real at the end of the day. And we all know as industry people that it's a struggle with independent artists. That's why I did this radio show, because I pay a lot of attention to the independents, because we play independent and signed artists on 2111 Radio. So when you listen to the radio, you don't know who's independent. And if it's less is a big famous song that somebody knows, a lot of the independent songs is getting a lot of traction on 2111 Radio. So that's the one thing I compared the two. If you listen to 2111 Radio, you're going to hear something and you don't know if that's a signed artist or not, because I'm the program director and I pick every song that's up there. And people send in entries, we do rotation, but if your song ain't up to par, I'm not going to put it up there because you gave me $50. That makes no sense. What happens to the listener that they're going to switch the channel and go somewhere else? So I make sure that it's quality, the mix is tight. And every song that I've heard from you, the mixes is tight, the lyrics is tight, the hooks. I'm a good guy on hooks. I pay attention to hooks. And every hook that you show me today is just dope. So congratulations.
I appreciate you, man. And I appreciate you for doing that for independent artists, man, because I'm telling you, man, like there's a lot of shit out here that's just you gotta go through it. Unfortunately, you have to. You got to go through paying people and finding out that it's not gonna do anything for you. You spend a lot of money. You pay to play shows, and a lot of these people just like want the money from you, and they're gonna give you $2,000 for 10-minute slot, but they hold the thing over your head where it's like, hey, like, you're going to perform in front of 500 people though, which is like, I see the trade-off, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you got to go through it, man. And you can't do that forever. So it's like, you got to be constantly building and learning and going through certain things. That's the only way you get get around it, I guess. It's going through it.
So before I let you go, I got to ask this question. Well, there's 2 questions I got to ask you. First, besides Jack Harlow, give me your lyrical collaboration. I mean, they got to be completely lyrical.
Hmm. I want to say, I feel like I could sound good with someone like Cole.
Ooh.
I feel like some of my top verses, like if I really got into like a bag of like really focusing on like a verse, I feel like
Mhm.
I could like, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be better than Cole because the guy's nice, but I feel like I could hold my own.
Dang.
Like, you know, I don't know if you heard, but I got this song with Sue Surf.
Yeah, I heard it.
So Surf is like someone where I sent that song into a radio station in Atlanta, and they immediately picked up on it because like not too many people in that chat had like a big feature
Uh-huh.
or like a big name with attached to it. So they took Surf right away, and they were just like, yeah, like he held his own with Sue Surf, like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And that's the thing with a lot of these young and independent artists. You're not understanding that this is not just the industry, is you're competitive. You want to beat that man on that track. That's the edge you gotta have because he don't know what you bring. You already know what somebody like Cole's gonna bring.
Yeah.
It's the fact that he is not gonna be, or whoever that is not gonna be ready. Like, oh shit. At the end of the day, Shorty holds his own. And that's what you want to do when you get a big feature. Hold your own. That means go after it.
Yeah. My also dream collab too. You might not know this guy. He's a big time independent artist. And this guy gives me a lot of a lot of like, you know, just hope in the sense of like you could get to a big level. Is Cal Scrooby,
Cal Scrooby, where he from?
Cincinnati.
What?
Yeah.
I think I need to check that out.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, he's
He
he
nice?
just he's nice, bro. And he just did in 2022, late 2022, I think he did an album with 808 Mafia.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know who that is. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'm definitely, you know, I like doing research. I'm gonna definitely check him out.
Check out the album Casino.
Okay, album Casino. Got my pen and paper right here. Look, there it is.
Check it out, man. Because he's becoming a big influence to me too. Because it's like he's got like I feel like Casino is like a very like it's an independent album, but at the same time it sounds commercial because it's 808 Mafia. You know what I'm saying? So like they got like a lot of like, you know, current stuff going on and everything. But his other stuff is fire too, man. Like, Cal's dope, and he talks about it in his music all the time. Him turning down offers from labels and stuff because he's doing it.
Yeah, he's doing it exactly.
Yeah.
And he still kind of get people. So yeah, so that's dope. So now after it's all said and done, you in your 60s now, you're retired, open up. So you know you're rich now. You got money. You sitting back, got some grandkids. How do you want the people that you care about want to remember you by?
Dude, you know what's crazy? You say that. I was just talking to my cousin the other day, and this might sound a little crazy, but he was like, "Man, like if I passed away today, I wouldn't have much of a legacy right now."
Mm.
And I was like, "Shit, man, like that's heavy."
Yeah.
Because I think that's the purpose of like a lot of this is like what do you leave behind?
Mhm.
What's your footprint to the cemetery almost going to be? You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like my what I want to leave behind and my legacy, what I want to remember before is like just for people to look at me and be like, yo, like I embodied the grind and I embodied what I wanted to do no matter what happened. And there was no fighting, there's no quit. Like I wanted to, if I wanted to become an astronaut, that's what I did. You go for it and you go for it with everything you got. Like that's what I want to leave behind, the sense of conviction and belief that I have in myself and to inspire other people to be like, hey, like don't be scared to try something, go and do it.
Mm. Mm.
You know, and just like, you know, kind of just like, because I would say, I've said this a bunch of times. When I'm looking at these artists on the TV or people on the stage or whatever, they're no different than me and you.
No, they're not.
They get out of bed every morning. They put pants on. They have their coffee. They drink. They do all this stuff, man. And I feel like you know they have lunch. They do everything. There's nothing special, man. The thing that differentiates is the sacrifices and the dedication that they put into their craft. So I
Yeah.
feel like I want to be known for that. I want to be known for the guy that went after this stuff and sacrificed it all to get where he needed to be.
I know that's right. So you got some people up in here. They shouting you out. James Davison is in here.
Yeah, that's my guy. He shot thinking to view the video. So.
Oh, he the one that shot that. That was dope. I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Who that CO? What's that? I don't know who that is.
That's Corey. We met at a show like I don't even remember. I think it was in August or something like that. But
Okay.
he's managing an artist right now, so we're trying to work together.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Corey. What's good, man?
Yeah, you got some people up in here, man. Marie Smith, she's been in here all day. She's been shouting you out.
Yeah, facts.
She's been shouting you out. So you got some people in here that's really digging the conversation and the music, and that's all I wanted to do. I want to just be able to spread this out because we're gonna take clips from this and put it on our Instagram page, and YouTube is live on YouTube, Instagram right now. I'm actually looking at YouTube, Instagram right now. There's some people up there. Okay, all right, I see y'all. Definitely up on Instagram Live and Facebook. So we definitely got some people up in here, and I'm hope that you had a good time because I definitely had a ball, bro.
Yeah, I had a great time too, man. Thank you for having me, and you know what, man? Like I said before, like thank you for doing like your due diligence of going back into listening to, older things and not just clicking the top 5 of the first song you see.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah, no, man. I could tell you a real one, Derrick. Thank you, bro. Seriously.
Listen, I wanted the people to realize from back then to now is different. I think you picked up on you're mastering your craft as you go, but back then wasn't bad. It's not bad at all. Actually, it's still relevant.
Yeah.
That's the easy part. That's why I say I have to play these songs because it's still relevant to this day. You can put that on. Nobody heard that. You get 1,000 people in the audience right now, and they never heard none of those songs. They think you just made it yesterday.
And that's the beauty of it, man. It's just like figuring out where to go with it now. Like, there's so much music in the tuck that I'm excited about too. But I don't want to put it out until the other stuff's had its shine. Like. It's crazy, like catch me slipping. Like, that could be on KTU, there's Z100.
Wow, you took it back. I like that. There it is. Exactly, because you never know, man. My advice to you is marketing. There's nothing else. The talent is there, the music is there, the lyrics is there, the look is there. You look like an artist. You understand? That's a lot that goes with that. You have to stay looking like an artist.
Thank you, man.
You know what I'm saying? You're showing your chest off, and I know there's women in here. I don't want to take my fat ass shirt off.
Dude, it was getting to like 5:58, and I couldn't find a clean shirt. So I was like, oh shit, I gotta just throw this jacket on.
It's all good. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You came here, you represented yourself like a gentleman, like a real artist, and that's the one thing I appreciate about you. And we're definitely gonna have you back, and hopefully next year at this time, the end of the year, we always have an award show. We had this award show this year for Artist of the Year and Song of the Year. So we're just going to be picking up different categories. We might separate it like R&B, hip hop, country, because we play all genres of music. So we're just trying to build this for the independents. I could easily give, somebody that's famous an award, but what am I doing that for? They already got awards. Let's get the independents up here and let them grind for the Artist of the Year, and that's what I do.
Now, do you send a trophy?
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, I need something on my desk, man.
Some hardware, exactly. Hell yeah, definitely send the trophy out. We sent 3 trophies out this year, so again, we're just trying to build something here. I also have movie stars and different people up here. I don't know if you've seen the intro, but there's been some people up here.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Definitely been some people up here, but I want to bring you back. If you coming out with a new album or anything, any new projects, anything, just hit us up.
Dude, I'll hit you up, man. There's gonna be, I think, a couple of how often do you come up here?
This is a weekly show.
No, I'm saying, but like, how often do you come up to New York? I know, like, you're down in Orlando, you said, right?
Oh, you need New York. Oh no, I haven't been in New York in 6 years.
Oh, all right. Well, I was gonna say, because we're doing a listening party sometime in March. If you were in the area, I'd say I'll definitely have you on the list.
Well, tell your PR, tell your management team, we actually do listening parties live here on 2111 Radio too.
Oh, so maybe we could like set it up there like a stream or something.
Exactly. If we do it and get the audience, opinion. Let them judge for themselves how this album gonna come out. Because like I said, at the end of the day, you want all the exposure you can get.
Dude, I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm gonna take you up on that. I had a good time with you.
Yeah, I did too, man. So you take it easy, and we'll be back next week. Today's Thursday, right? No, I'm old now. I don't know. Today's Thursday, right? Yeah, let me think. Yeah.
The days are long and the decades are short.
Ooh, I like that. You too young to be knowing my dad. Let me find out. I like that. But yeah, man. So you take it easy. I'll definitely be keeping in contact. Hit us up. Are you following 2111 Radio?
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you the link to the actual live show. You'll probably hear your song tonight too.
All right, yeah, perfect, man. I appreciate it.
I appreciate everybody that came in tonight. But
Me too.
Other than that, y'all take it easy. It's been real. I appreciate you, brother, and y'all take it easy. Good night.
Be safe, yeah.
Peace.
Roll it up. Light it up. Hands up. Yeah, nigga, what's up?
Bottles and bitches, believe we back in business. The shit I be smoking is highly recommended. This for all of my niggas pushing the limit. Mile high got me over here been in the flight attendant.
Yeah, I've been around the world and and seen a motherfucking thing that I can't buy. See, reaching these type of heights that come with a third eye. I'm better at betting on me, the numbers don't lie.
That's how we rollin', nigga. You know them gold diggers. Want to pick of the litter, burying them hidden figures. I keep them triple hitters, call them silverback gorillas. Going ape shit and you know ain't nobody fucking with us.
Showtime, nigga, yeah, this is the big ticket. Culture Comptown, I'm talking that King Richard. This shit that's like a movie, I'm seeing the bigger picture. Said Snoop couldn't get much higher, but I beg to differ.
On sight, I give you the green light. Some niggas is all bark, my nigga, we all bite.
You gambling